Some guns kill fast in Call of Duty, some guns kill slow. Call of Duty is a series known for its extremely fast-paced gameplay and quick time to kill, but sometimes there are these weapons that they just didn't get the memo and they ended up being borderline useless. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the COD History series, and today we're going to be going over my personal picks for 10 of the slowest killing guns in COD history. These are the guns that were so lame and so weak in comparison to everything else in their respective games that they ended up standing out for all the wrong reasons. Be sure to let me know which gun you're thinking of when you hear slowest killing guns in Call of Duty. Make sure you guys go check out the Team Chaos Discord. Link is at top of the description. Hang out with me. We're in there every single day, and let's get into this. At number 10, we are going to go with the Vepr from Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, you may not think that this gun is all that bad in its current state, and that would be true. But the vanilla version of the Vepr is what earned it a spot on today's list. Now, I didn't mind the Vepr, okay? A lot of people forgot this, but at the end of the launch for COD Ghost, the Vepr submachine gun was complete garbage, and it ended up needing a massive buff in order to become viable. And even after those buffs, and there was multiple buffs, it really wasn't anything special. The Vepr deals as low as 20 damage, making it a 5-shot kill. And you know that in a game like Call of Duty Ghosts, where there's things like the Honey Badger and the MTAR, well, 5 shots isn't going to get it done. I mean, you don't want 5 hit markers because somebody else is going to melt you. And keep in mind, that was after a 32% range buff. Just imagine how bad this gun was at launch. If you played Ghost at launch, you probably know exactly why the Vepr is on my list today. At number 9, and I hate putting this gun on any list like this because it just seems wrong, the M16 in Advanced Warfare. Now, there are tons of great examples of the M16 in COD history, COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, blah, 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 blah. But something happened to the Advanced Warfare version. It was completely trash. It had decent damage, but it had a very long time between its bursts, which gave it an extremely low fire rate relative to everything else. And the damage that it dealt, well, it didn't really make up for that. The main appeal of the M16 in other COD games is the ability to one-burst people. And while in AW, that, I guess it's possible, it was way harder due to the lower damage, as well as the increased speed and mobility in the gameplay. The AW version of the M16 also fired in slower bursts than any other COD M16 and even slower than other burst guns in Advanced Warfare. So there was literally no reason to choose this gun over everything else or anything else for that matter in AW. At number 8, and I partially put this on the list just to pull out the trolls from underneath the bridge, but I also put it on here because I truly think this. Now, I know the comments are coming. The F2000 in Modern Warfare 2. Now, I know there's going to be people defending the gun because there always is whenever I mention this gun in any negative fashion. So, we're just going to have to deal with it, okay? The F2000 was an assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2. It could deal as low as 20 damage, which would make it a 5-shot kill. And in other Call of Duty games, that may not sound bad, but you guys have to keep in mind, this was MW2, where just about every gun was ramped up and had a 3-shot kill or less potential. Now, sure, the F2000 shot pretty quickly, but at the end of the day, it was one of the slowest killing guns in Modern Warfare 2 because everything else in that game outclassed it. Now, I know some people love this gun, and I'm sorry, but you're in the minority here. The gun wasn't good. At number 7, we have a gun that is pretty cool in design, but my goodness, is it bad in performance. The Outlaw in Black Ops 4. This is a bolt-action sniper rifle that has the fastest fire rate of any bolt-action in the game, but also the lowest damage. It can only get a one-shot kill directly to the head, giving it the smallest one-shot kill range of any sniper in the game. And you could get lucky, I guess, by spamming it with rapid fire. You obviously don't want that to be your main strategy if you're playing the game. You could get a hit marker after a hit marker with this thing, and that's definitely not what you want from a bolt-action sniper. When you think bolt-action sniper, you think power. You think just enemy dropping power. The idea to make a revolver merge with a sniper was pretty cool, and it's visually cool as well. It's an awesome gun, but in practice, it's one of the worst guns in the game right now. This month's giveaway is for a new PlayStation 4 console. All you have to do to enter is drop a like on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. And in the comment section, let me know why you want to win the PS4 and include your Twitter handle so I can contact you if you're the winner. The winner will be announced at the end of the month. At number 6, and I have a special history with this gun. I mean, I could tell you the story. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but I'll tell you really quick. I used to do a custom class setup video, and I let you guys pick the worst absolute crap class in Black Ops that you wanted me to go out and play. And somebody put me on the dual Mac 11s, and it was beyond frustrating, okay? I mean, it was. It dealt a pathetic 20 damage, and with a 20-round mag and a 937-round rate of fire, well, you're going to be reloading this puppy all the time. It also only came with 3 extra mags of ammo, so unless you were running Scavenger, you were going to be completely out of ammo pretty quickly. The Mac 11 was without a doubt the worst SMG in the first Black Ops, and I'm glad I never have to use it again. I don't even think I was running, I think I did dual and I did single. Single's way, way worse, actually, than running it akimbo style, but either one of them was bad. Cracking into the top 5 today, the XMG in Advanced Warfare. This dual-wielded heavy weapon from AW looked intimidating, I'll give it that, and it made you feel just like Terminator when you got some kills with it, but it put you at such a massive disadvantage that I had to put it on the list. The XMG would deal a maximum of 25 damage, and since it was akimbo by default, it was wildly inaccurate, and since these things were so heavy, your character would lose 16% of their mobility when it was equipped. And we're talking about a game like Advanced Warfare, where 16% less mobility puts you at a bad disadvantage. It does. I mean, it would make you feel like Terminator, like I said, if you're going up against bots and shredding them, but if you were using these things while playing against anybody that knew what they were doing at all, they were going to wipe the floor with you. At number 4, the MK14 in Advanced Warfare. It feels like I'm picking on Advanced Warfare here, and the MK14 has been pretty beastly in some other Call of Duty games, but just like the M16, it got this hefty nerf in Advanced Warfare to the point that it ended up becoming a 4-shot kill weapon. That's a semi-automatic, too. You heard me right. The Advanced Warfare version of the MK14 is a semi-auto rifle that will deal 33 damage with multipliers to the head and the upper torso. But if you don't get one of those multipliers, you better get ready for the hit marker machine, because it's going to take you 4 shots to kill somebody in a game where they're jumping around like rabbits, okay? All over the map, and they have BALs and ASM-1. So, good luck even getting 4 shots into someone with a semi-automatic gun before they absolutely melt you. It was called Battle of Duty for a reason, not MK14 duty. At number 3, we're going to go way, way back for this one. The Nambu from World at War. Now, this pistol from World at War was seen by many as the worst in the game, not only because of its low damage, but also because there was this weird glitch with it that would cause your bullet to not actually go where you were pointing it. That's right. The Nambu was a Japanese handgun with an 8-round mag that would deal as low as 20 damage, and this doesn't sound horrible, but just like the F2000 in Modern Warfare 2, this was way lower than what you would want in a game with such a quick time to kill. Plus, you have to remember, this gun only had 8 rounds in the mag, so you would have to hit 5 of those shots in order to kill, and that's not a whole lot of room for error. But what people hated the most about it was, like I mentioned, the glitch, where your sights weren't actually centered the same as every other gun in the game. Instead, the Nambu would fire slightly to the right of the target, making it extremely irritating to use this gun. At number 2, we have the ASP, the ASP from Black Ops, easily the worst pistol in Black Ops history at least. The ASP was a 7-round handgun, and you would think that with the smaller mag it would deal a little more damage, right? Wrong. The ASP did a measly 20 damage, and while the recoil was low, the recenter time was very long, making the weapon just honestly feel awkward to use. Plus, your character would hold it with one hand, which looked weird. The ASP also didn't have an extended magazine attachment, so you just had to deal with those 7 rounds. And remember, if you missed more than 2 shots, you were not going to get the kill before having to reload with this abysmal damage. This thing, I mean, there's no way to spin it. If you're going to argue the case in the comment section, you're wrong. This gun sucked. Now remember, this is a list of the slowest killing guns in Call of Duty, okay? At number 1, the Blunderbuss. Now, you can't talk about slow guns without talking about this gun. Now, this shotgun did have the potential to one-shot people. You better have gotten that one-shot kill, because if you missed or you got a hit marker, well, you were dead. You're going to be reloading this thing forever. The Blunderbuss was definitely fun to use and look at. It was satisfying to get some streaks with, but the time in between the shots was so long and so punishing that you pretty much needed to play perfectly when you were using it, or you were going to get destroyed over and over again. Nothing was more frustrating in AW than getting a hit marker with the Blunderbuss, and for that, it gets the number 1 spot on my list today. So there you go, guys. Those are 10 of the slowest killing guns, my list, in COD history. Let me know where I got it right. Let me know where I got it wrong. Let me know one gun that didn't make this list that was truly deserving. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and turn on those notifications so you always get the uploads. I will be back Wednesday with a new COD history.